All right. Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, 11th June 2024, and this is the first kickoff meeting for TAG Environment Sustainability APAC. And this particular meeting is subject to CNCF Code of Conduct, which in short means please be nice to each other. And this meeting is getting recorded as well. So welcome everyone who has joined the first APAC meeting, and very excited to kind of kick things off with this because there are a lot of contributors in the APAC region as well with different sustainability projects around. So we have a lot of stuff which is going on, and I'm just adding the names to this talk. I mean, the GitHub one, and the plan is that I'll also sync this up with the main doc so that everyone who just reads the Google Doc, they can, still know what topics we discussed about. And if they have any queries, then we can take it offline on the TAG Environment Sustainability Slack channel as well. So welcome new members. So since this is a new meeting, so we can start off with a little bit of introductions. Hello everyone, my name is Saya Patak. I'm the founder of Cape Simplify, and interesting day today because tomorrow I'm joining a new company called Loft Labs as a principal developer advocate. And I'm a TAG Environment Sustainability lead, and involved in different initiatives within the TAG to help them reaching the main goals and objectives for which they were created. And I'm working closely with all the other TAG chairs and leads. And I also see Leo, who is the chair for the TAG, has joined. So welcome, Leo, and welcome everyone. Please feel free to kind of introduce in any order.
Hi everyone, I'm Saloni Narang. I work for Cube Simplify. I keep on exploring sustainability tools like Cube Green, Kepler. I have done certifications, KCNA, PCA, cloud certifications, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hi. My name is Vandit Pandya. I am by profession. I am a Azure DevOps engineer. In a UK product based organization, I'm doing a DevOps stuff. Apart from that, I am Cloud Native Community User Group Vadodara lead organizer. So organizing event, and just recently, I think one day back, I just get to know about this initiative. So I had a chat with Nancy as well, and Nancy told me, okay, at 6 p.m. IST, we have a call, so I jump into call. So look forward to learning more things about it. So yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Hey, hi Sam.
Yeah. So here's Sam. Samuel from developer, and well, unfortunately, they're heavy raining outside my house. So I'm going to make it quick. I'm Kepler project maintainer and also co-host System Week last year, the meetup in China, and I'm now also translation our text blog into Chinese and help by help with local CNCF staffs to publish those translated blog into local social media. So that's it.
Thank you so much for joining.
Okay, I may go next. I'm Sonia Nan. People call me Pang, so yeah, you can call me Pang as well. I'm working for IBM Research in Tokyo as a research scientist. I just joined this committee this year from the KubeCons EU last time. It's very nice to meet you all peoples. I'm basically maintainers of the Kepler project as well, same as Sam. My most contributions is on the Kepler model server part for modeling the powers on the VM, those stuff. So nice to meet you all here. Yeah, Hope I can contribute to the community more.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Everyone, I am Akash Nagpal. I am currently working as a cloud stack technician at Cebu. My work is on troubleshooting the Kubernetes clusters and all the users' queries. I have done the certifications of CK and CKNIN. I'm focusing more towards the contributing this community. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
I think I'm the last one, right?
Yep. I was about to call you out.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, my name is Leo. I started with Max and then a bunch of others joined, like, was it like 3 years ago, the tag? So we kind of noticed like sustainability does not play a role in cloud and in software in general, or not so much. I mean, there's like for years research happening, but this does not really translate in the industry. And it's a technical issue, so we should do something about it, right? So we started this, and I'm very happy that we, after so much time, have now started this APAC meeting to also include more folks in the community, because there's so much happening, so many contributions that are popping up from folks that are based in Asia, and they cannot attend the other meetings, so that's not good. So I'm very happy that we have now this schedule. Yeah, so I contributed for quite some time to the Kubernetes community. I was part of the release team for several cycles. I also led one of the releases. And then I kind of transitioned over because I was thinking like, what's next? So after leading a release, this is like sort of in this team, like the last role that you get. And then you either transition into one of the 6 or disappear. And I kind of then went to the general CNCF level and started the tag. I'm also ambassador, and yeah.
Thank you, Leo, for joining. So for those who are new, in this particular tag, there are different sub-projects that are also led by people in the community. And it's basically about how we do the sustainability, what all areas we have. Like there's a lot of areas, like from application level to infrastructure level, how it is divided and how many tools we have existing and how many new tools that people are working on. So there are a lot of areas of contribution with respect to the tool exploration, and some of the projects which are already available is the best practices for environment sustainability, which is very interesting because this focuses more on how we can effectively and efficiently use Kubernetes clusters according to the best practices with the existing technology that we have to run it in a sustainable way. So it can be based on schedulings, it can be based on how to turn off the workloads when they are not required with the projects like Cube Green, or tracking the carbon efficient metrics using Kepler. Or a mix, like how we can use them as a mix to provide the best case scenario. Then there is a landscape document, which is there. Then you have green scraper, cloud native sustainability learning path, and very interesting is the cloud native sustainability week, which is celebrated across the globe with different set of events, online, offline, and you can also be a part of that. Then there are different groups, like you have Green Reviews Project, and anything I missed, Leo? You want to add something?
So about the projects, there's like right, so 2 projects, the learning path and the one about landscape. We're kind of looking into how we can restructure them, because all the other projects are going very well, but these 2 specifically, they're like it's a bit difficult to find contributors, and maybe it's because the outline of the project is not so exciting for some. So for example, the learning path project, there's a bunch of resources already available from the Green Software Foundation. It gives like a very good general introduction about all sorts of things in terms of electricity, in terms of hardware, carbon, all those topics. So like the general view. So we don't really need to replicate all of this information because there are already these resources out there. And the Green Software Foundation also is a sister foundation of the CNCF. So there's even less reason to replicate this because of that. So we were thinking maybe to freeze this project. I have not gotten around proposing this, but we already discussed it. For the other project, the landscape one, so we already have a landscape, but this was like the first draft. And when we proposed this, we knew that this is not like the final version. The landscape evolves over time, first of all, and second of all, there's like some gaps that we know of. So for example, like networking does not play like a dominant role, which I think it should have like a bigger role. And also this, as you can see, there's like a bunch of topics and it's a bit difficult to dig through everything, right? So, so we were thinking to not have this as a running document, but rather as a report so that we have this at the end of the year. And then we have like a project which we start at some point during the year to work on the next iteration. And this could be, I think, like a good resource for the community in general, but also for the TUC and other people that would like to know what is going on, what were the happenings this year. So these two projects, we will kind of restructure them a bit. If you have any, in general, interest in helping out with these, that would be good, because like in the process of redefining what our objectives are, we can go a lot of ways, right? So if you prefer or have like any thoughts, feel free to share that. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, if anyone wants to take up any of the projects and understand and contribute, because this would be one of the key major contributions, because landscape document, as you can see over here, this is how it looks like today, and how we can structure it in a better way for everyone to understand, not only people who are involved in the tag, but like the TOC or anyone who just maybe goes to tag ENV sustainability.cncf.io/landscape. How intuitive can we make it for them to self-understand from from the structuring and different ideas. So I think that would be really cool if you can contribute, and you will also get to understand and learn more about the tools involved in each of the sectors which are available, like each of the section which are there. So yeah, that could be a cool one.
Maybe one more comment to this is like what I also kind of miss sometimes with the landscape documents is that landscape documents always describe what we currently have, but not what we may need. So maybe there's like projects that are emerging or project ideas that were described in a blog post or somewhere, or in a research paper or wherever, but have not really been transferred into an actual project that we can use in the industry. So maybe we can also use these reports, the landscape document, sort of to detect gaps. Yeah, that would be great.
So, is there any GitHub ticket that can link here for the landscape document?
So for the landscape document, we had like this initial draft, which you can see here, and then there were some minor edits, and then we kind of realized, okay, we need to develop this further. So there's one open issue which talks about redefining sort of the outline of the landscape document, but we don't have any traffic since then, so we probably need to open up another issue. So the issue that you're talking about needs to be created, where we think about, okay, how to, first of all, that we turn this into an annual report, and then second of all, how this should look like and what the focus is and what the goals are. So that needs to happen.
Okay, so because in recently, the original plan for my original plan to update the landscape as a landscape document, if I'm right, so collection for the all related research paper and other kind of paper. Well, we make our sustainable computing related paper, white paper, if I'm correctly, with a good memory. We make it in English. So the original version we published in Chinese, and in recently we published the English version. So maybe if there a GitHub ticket, I can upload, update the link into the ticket, and I hope the paper can help or inspire us brainstorming to help with our land space document version 2 works. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great. I mean, you can also open up an issue and just mention the paper, and that we can include this into the landscape document. And then we can then sort of bring it together next week, the following week, or when people have time to work on the new issue. So if you like, you can just open up an issue right now and we can then hook it up later, sort of, if it makes sense.
Sure.
Awesome.
Let me find the link and update on Git later.
Yeah, this should be the link. I can put that in the chat as well.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So in general, like about everything which you see on this website, which you see in the repository and so on. So if there's like anything where you know, okay, I recently worked on this project and I saw this or something like that, all of this feedback, I mean, that's the spirit sort of the tag, that we would like to include as much as possible of this information eventually into the resources that we produce. So if, for example, there's like some, I don't know, like a focus, something where you notice that that's something that we need to focus on a lot more, or my employer focus, like puts a bunch of resources into understanding better so like certain parts of cloud native sustainability, this would be very interesting to share and to discuss. So just in general.
Awesome. So yeah, these are some of the areas. I think this is definitely something people can contribute to, brainstorm, and get the V2 document ready. I don't know how, I mean, I would like to see, since CNCF, all projects are, structured as different tiles and stuff, maybe we can have that page, and then we can delve into each of the project within the landscape. So that can be interesting. So if anyone wants to just have a look at how things are structured in the CNCF repo for the landscape in general, and how we can create, and then there is in CNCF also, there is a navigator, like how you can navigate through the landscape, and we can have that page where we can show how you can navigate through the sustainability landscape. So if someone wants to do that sort of research, we can definitely create a GitHub issue, and keep adding thoughts, research, and the plans, how and what people want to kind of work on. That would be really good. All right. Anything for the Cloud Native Sustainability Week. So if you plan to do any in your region or area, in the APAC, feel free to add that in the issue. I think there's an issue on sustainability week.
Yeah, you can also go to project board. There's one view for sustainability week.
It's in
Right, yeah.
progress.
Cloud-native sustainability is the fourth one next to the green review, I guess.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one, and if you want, you can add yourself as well, how you would like to kind of organize the meetup and stuff. So I'll just add the GitHub link anyways. Yeah, so if you want to organize anything in your area, that would be cool. Keep us posted, keep this updated, because there is a last year also there was a global, like a single page where there was a list of events happening throughout, and I think the plan is similar. Leo, correct me if I'm wrong. The plan is similar to have that same page, all the events captured in a single page, what is happening, where it is happening, so that people just go to the page and find out in their time zones or in their local area if there is something happening, and they can go attend, talk, listen, and network.
Exactly.
Yes. Bandit, you raised your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just asking, ki there is a something like any particular month we can organize it, or a particular timeline. Let's suppose for a KAT's birthday we are organizing in a June. Okay, in like month of June you can organize the KAT's birthday party. Something on those lines.
Yeah. So it's second week of October.
Okay. Cool. And for that, any agenda or something that we have to cover up on something topic or something that can help, because I am very new to it and I'm planning to organize and like connect with as many people as I can, so we can do contribute more.
Yeah, maybe Leo can add more here, because there is a
Yes.
there is a yeah, go ahead.
So we have, and the meeting happened yesterday. So we have every 2 weeks a sync to talk about the Cloud Native Sustainability Week. And this year we have a lot more people that help out. So for example, like Pang in this meeting also helps out a lot in like the general organization. And then we have a bunch of like local meetup organizers last year and this year as well. So like a general thing about these kinds of events. So if you have never organized an event before, it's not that difficult, to be honest. I mean, there's like a couple of steps. So you need usually like a sponsor, a location. You need to advertise it somewhere. And what I did in the past, and I think this is like something good, is to team up with people that are already organizing events. So, for example, if you, and this was discussed like yesterday, a couple of folks were interested in organizing an event in London, and they were not sure about the location, but there are so many people, also ambassadors, that are based in London. Maybe they don't have the time to organize it, but they usually can help you find maybe a sponsor or location, and then sort of as a community, it's a reasonable challenge. And also, like organizing an event takes quite some time, especially like reaching out, getting people excited, planning the event, and so on. So having more people to rely on is usually a good thing. But we try to have in-person events because, like, I think in general, in-person events resonate a lot more. So if you take the time, maybe an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, how long the event is, and then just focus on cloud native sustainability. It usually gives you a lot more than joining a virtual event and then you're, I don't know, like coding on the side or whatever. So we prefer, like, if possible, to have in-person events. If it's not possible, virtual events are also good. Maybe a mix at the end is the best.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Okay. So can we like hosting on the community.cncf.io, or for that we have something different place or meetup or something to host the things?
Yes, we can host on community.cncf.io. So if there is, so this is all powered by the Bevy platform. If you already have a community group, I think
Yeah.
you should, I don't know if you need to be enabled by Audra from the CNCF to do like a virtual event, but this is not like a lot of work. So it's just a click for her. And then you need to navigate like Bevy and get used to the platform, I guess. But we can use that,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, so for now, like for the Cloud Native Vadodara, right now I can host three kind of event: in-person event kind of thing, virtual event, and something project meeting or something those kind of thing that we can host as organizers. So yeah, online event or that is option there. So yeah, sure, sure. So I will gather some detail and how in which place I can do it, and if I have any question or something, I will ping you over a Slack. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, since this is a kickoff meeting, we didn't had any planned presentation, but if anyone would like to kind of show talk about anything interesting, Kepler maintainers, if you want to talk about the latest stuff happening in Kepler, please feel free to. Next time, what I'm going to do is I'll create an issue right after the meeting, and then there we'll be discussing if anyone wants to have anything planned for the next meeting, and we can discuss specifically those ideas, or if anybody wants to present anything, then we can discuss those. But since this is the kickoff one, if anyone has to speak, tell anything with respect to sustainability, please feel free to. Or any project update. Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing to have like an issue for every meeting, and then we can post things. So in general, because this is like a new meeting, we kind of are, I mean, we're also in charge of like the current meeting's agenda, right? But it would be good to think about like what are things that you would like to know of and would like to discuss in the space, because we can, for example, focus more on project updates. For example, I think focusing on Kepler once a month or whatever the cadence of this meeting at the end will look like could be, I think, very good. So this, I think, could be like a very good action item that can be like recurring from meeting to meeting. But maybe we would also like to focus more on, I don't know, research topics, whatever it is. This can all, in a way, be sort of discussed by the people that are most likely or usually showing up for these meetings. So if there's like specific things you would like to focus on, every meeting has a presentation about a project or whatever. That could be something that we can try to focus on, yeah. And then also the due diligence, right? So basically, how do we would like to facilitate these meetings? Does GitHub work? Does this, for example, this format, does it work? The issues, if we start having issues for every meeting, is this like a good process, or would we like to have like a Slack thread where we can add things? This would be another option. So these kinds of things these are also open to discussion. So if you have like any opinions, ideas, or whatever, would be good to say that, so that we can improve the meeting style or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like we have another meeting in the other region, right? I'm not sure it's happened before this meeting, like say in a week. Just wonder whether can we like sync up, like summarize that what discussed in another regions, and maybe we will have to discuss about that here again or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. Yeah. Yeah, we could. So there's like some kind of overlap, right? So for example, for me, I'm based in Europe. I can attend both meetings. So other people that are also based in Europe, for example, Christina, may also have the option to join from time to time this kind of meeting. So these kinds of people could do like the translation in terms of like what happened last time in this meeting, and then just give like an update.
Yeah, maybe highlight something that thing like maybe need more opinion or more focus.
I mean, we try to record everything, like first of all as video, but also in terms of notes, but having like a person just giving like an update a minute or two. I think that's something that we should do. Yeah. But, yeah, sounds good. Very good. Very good.
Anything else anyone wants to kind of discuss or maybe give an update on project? I know right now, like if you're not prepared, then fine. But anything interesting going on in Kepler, and you would like to just share something?
I didn't prepare, but what we are focusing on the Kepler right now is especially for me, is to validate the power models of the Keplers. We're trying to create the CI for validations, because there's a lot of the questions, even with ourselves as well, whether like the reported power number is correct or not. So we are like with the Red Hat teams, we are focusing on that. And also recently we just fixed some big issues on the BPF CPU terms from the PRs from Marcelo. He's not joining, but he's a big contributor to the Kepler project as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so as Pam mentions about CI, so well, it's somehow my fault. I just got some time back to Kepler project, and I months ago, Leo, and also I talked about with Huamin there. As Kepler has a CI framework, which able to build or say set up a kube cluster from months ago on AWS there from zero, and to set up a bare metal server-based Kubernetes. And also with in recent changes, we have another kube provider following CNCF community's update. So I still need some time to do a catch up. And meanwhile, I noticed that Green Review working group, or say there are another CI related repo there to make a GitHub based pipeline or say CI infrastructure there. So I need some time to catch up and update everything here in maybe from Capital community. Then maybe we can collaborate her further to see how we make maybe a sustainable tag-based CI to measure different projects among CNCF community to measure their power consumption or something like that. Yeah, sorry, but I need some time to catch up the recent changes, and maybe when I get ready, I'm going to create an issue and share with you guys in this session. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
That would be awesome. So in the Green Reviews working group, so right now, one of the things is that we need to, or that we try to identify how we would like to benchmark CNCF projects, because there's also like the projects in general like are very different from each other, right? So we need to think about how do we put the system under a certain load, and then we record the metrics. Then there's a question, okay, which kind of metrics? We already have Kepler deployed, so all the metrics that we have from Kepler, we can just use them. But maybe there's like some additional ones that we would need to collect. So SCI score is one that we would like to collect. Then there's a question like, how do we calculate parts of the SCI score? And then there's like feedback from a year ago, basically, when we started the working group, was that a lot of project maintainers cannot really do something with the metric energy consumption X or whatever. They need to have like more standard SRE metrics. So maybe we need also to do some kind of translation. So maintainers, basically it's like an obfuscation. So we have all these kinds of metrics. It's like now the baseline. And then we need to see, is this like helpful for maintainers to improve certain aspects of their project? So if we have, if we calculate those metrics from release to release, do those maintainers actually identify parts where they need to improve? Or do we need to adjust these metrics so they are more digestible and understandable of maintainers that have no idea about sustainability stuff, maybe? So that's like another part. But I think especially like the benchmarking could be good to find someone who has experience in this field. Yeah, we also need to broaden maybe the team a bit more. That would be good too.
I see. So I just update the paper I mentioned in the in our sorry, which one? Yeah, in this ticket, and in my latest comments, we have the blue paper with some metrics being collected. So maybe as a long-term goal, maybe we can find some metrics and RC new define some metrics and use them to measure or say evaluate the power consumption for the project. We can make it later. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just seeing the issues and I posted two of them, I think, which Leo was discussing about the benchmarking and also the pipelines where your expertise from the Kepler world can definitely help.
Yeah. So in the maybe for even more context, so in the Green Reviews working group, I need to look up the issue for exact details, but we kind of split up the work into certain packages. So there's like the first one, which is how do we collect the artifacts? How do we get notified that there's a new release happening? How do we collect the artifacts? How do we deploy the artifacts? Then there's like the thing about which goes basically by a GitHub action, right? So we have like webhook, and then we get notified as soon as they cut the release, and that's it. And there's like maybe also another way where they can push the artifacts if they have like some kind of different release process. And then there's like another package which is about how do we deploy the release and how do we do benchmarking so we generate numbers. And then there's another one about how we push this to a Grafana dashboard and to visualize all the things that we collected, because it's like from release to release, like release basis. So that's like another thing. And then all those efforts support would be very good. But I think especially for benchmarking and maybe also in terms of like metrics, which kind of metrics and so on, that would be very helpful. Yeah. And Sam, if you like, you can also share, because I think this is like a very interesting document in general, which is shared, the blue paper, like in the TAG environmental sustainability channel.
Which one?
The link that's this one. Let me see. Copy. Yeah. Sam commented here.
Yeah, I added that. So that's the paper, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe we need to track it like in the tag a bit more. Okay, these are the projects that we have. That's good. This is the status. We're already doing that. But maybe also focus a bit more on the blockers, or not necessarily like the blockers, but maybe like also challenges in general, like where is contribution needed? Maybe we need to surface this information a bit more. Yeah. I mean, we have issues open, but it's kind of tough, right? It's not kind of expected that everybody in this call browses through every issue. That's a bit crazy, especially also if we have multiple repositories. So the working group green review stuff is not in the TAG ENV sustainability repository, but there's like a CNCF-tags, and then so there's like a different repository even. So maybe we need to do a better job, or like what means like a better job, but maybe this is like something that we learned to visualize a bit more, like where's help needed across the tag.
Yeah, maybe I don't know how much time that would be, but usually there is a meeting of GitHub issue walkthrough in Kubernetes, I remember. And we can do a similar one once a month on GitHub issue walkthrough of different projects that we have, just in a rapid fire kind of way, and then track, okay, this is in progress, this is working, who is working, maybe nudge them a bit if they like initially were interested and now they're not interested, so we get to know that. Then the timelining and the challenge, so we get a good come from there.
Yeah, I mean, what we did like in this, I think that would be good, at least to try it out and see like what people think. What we did in the last months after KubeCon is that we restructured the project board. So on GitHub, that we have like different views for every project has a label, and then it's automatically assigned to the project board. So you can have like a better overview. Okay, these are all the issues that are connected to this. But probably like a walkthrough, and then maybe also like a message in the TAG ENV sustainability channel. Okay, this is like the walkthrough of the month, and this is like the highlights. That would be good too, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be really good.
Next level stuff.
Yeah. And this way we can definitely be on track. Okay, because the thing is, there are a lot many ideas and there are a lot many things that we want to do, but we actually have to, because I was watching this stream on Kate's 10th birthday, and they were saying there was a 37-page document of prepared by Google team who was working on Kubernetes on the stuff they want to get fixed. So that was difficult. And then how they did is, it's not something which is very new, but how they did it is just pick one and finish it off and let it never fall. So maybe if we do it with this approach, and we have a lot many projects where we want to kind of contribute, get to the level for which it was created. So we pick the issue, we kind of make sure that it is getting done, completed, and then move to the next one, then move to the next one, so that, and slowly we'll see the automatically the project for which the project was created is coming to the completion stage.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think that would be good. I think there's like focusing on this process and getting it a bit better, identifying like, because at the end, projects only succeed if we have people that are interested in the project, right? So identifying, first of all, like ideas. So what are things that we would like to, that we could work on, which could have an impact, which could benefit the industry, the community in general. If you would like to learn about cloud-native sustainability, like what would be like the next steps? And then also like matching this sort of with the with a roadmap, and does it make sense in the tag? Is this like a project idea? Is this like something that is not really connected to cloud-native sustainability? So we need to sort of match this against our charter, and then we need to match this against the people. Sort of, are there folks that are interested in this, not just proposing the issue, but also contributing to the issue? And then we need to see if we have capacity and so on. So yeah, I think it like the best ideas and the best project ideas should win and should be developed. So we can definitely improve here. But exactly, the idea is that we have like a project, and the project has like a clear objective. After that's reached, the deliverables are met, the project closes, and we can tackle the next one. If we sort of have more people in tech lead position or whatever, we also have, because of that, a bit more bandwidth to facilitate the discussion of creating a project and hosting the project and so on. So if we, maybe we also need a bit more helping hands on that front. But we are on a good way. So I think we are doing a very good job.
Definitely. Awesome. Anyone else? Anything for anyone else? If anyone wants to say something, add something. You have 9 minutes remaining. Or we can give back those 9 minutes for your day.
Maybe just one question for everybody. How was this meeting? Was it interesting, useful? Or would you like to attend this meeting next time as well? Or not?
Yeah, I think this meeting is very good. I mean, like the place for discuss in, I'm not sure for like what the community is thinking. So because it seems like we work on sometimes is like different areas, different aspect, and I think this place is good to have like know more and have a discussions, because we have how to say, we share the same interest. We want something, yeah, we want to have a green computing on the cloud. So I think, yeah, I'm interested to join these meetings from now on, but I'm not sure I can do that every week or not. Yeah, thank you for organizing this. Yeah, that's what I say.
So maybe in next session, I want to know more about well, some current project status. Maybe we can have a project dashboard or something to have a, because at the beginning of today's session we listed some of the ongoing projects, for example, best practice and also land space refactor. But we just discuss for example, land space refactor, right? So maybe for next time, I'll say we need to find out a way to sync up as we are global community, right? So maybe we need to find out a way to sync up the status offline, or say make some document so that at each session, this session and also other time zone session, we can quickly go through the status and the updates.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We could pick 2 projects and then ask one of the leads if they have time to join the next meeting. So we can do a deep dive into one of them and then discuss the process. Like, first of all, the charter was to have like a better idea of the project, but also like where is it standing? And then maybe we can also discuss some of the problems, and maybe we can also have some more insights from people that are in this meeting and could never join one of the project meetings in regards of solving some of the problems that they have. Maybe we can also refine some of the expectations or something. That would be good, yeah. How often do we have this APAC meeting? Is it every 2 weeks or once a month, or?
Yeah, right now it's every 2 weeks on Tuesday, same time. But we can, like, depending on how much interest it is, how many contributions are coming, we can see. But right now it's scheduled for bi-weekly.
Yeah, I think we should not do it every week. I think every 2 weeks sounds good to me. I mean,
Yep.
we have the like the other TAG ENV meeting also every 2 weeks, and I think that works well. Yeah.
Amazing. All right, glad to hear. Thanks for asking that question, Leo. Glad to hear that the meeting was good, and it was like there are some really, really interesting things that were discussed, and which we can work on to make this meeting even more useful. And also, I think the other meeting can and definitely will have a lot to learn from this particular meeting and updates from this particular meeting. So we definitely need a cross time zone discussion sync, maybe offline, maybe in the docs. So we need to figure this out. So we'll probably we'll sync up, and I'll sync up with Leo as well and other leads and chairs, and we'll try to find out a way how we can make it more useful in both or all across time zones, basically.
Yeah. And also we need to find at least one more that could host this meeting from time to time.
Yeah,
If you're not able to host, it would be good to have a fallback.
definitely. So one more post for the meeting. All right. I will stop the recording. Stop.